So some interesting things happen in the world of AI today, and that is GPT-4. Bing became the default browsing avenue for GPT-4. And so what that means is that if you are on a paid plan for ChatGPT, you'll be able to, effectively browse the internet. So I've been sitting here playing with it, and I thought that I would ask it the age-old real estate question, which is option versus private treaty, because I might want to have some sort of a blog post or something like that on my website talking about the pros and cons of each method. And so my prompt here, as you can see, is as a real estate agent, I would like you to give me the pros and cons of sale by auction versus private treaty versus EOI or any other methods you can think of, like market buy, open negotiation, props, etc., because there's quite a few of those here in Australia. Please write me a blog post on the pros and cons of each as though a potential seller might read it. So, and I've also just said, please note, we're talking mainly to sellers in Australia. So let's see what we get. Decoding real estate sales methods. That's kind of we'd want to fix that with a better headline. We'll ask for that in a moment. Okay, auctions popular in Australia. Yes. Competitive bidding, set a sale date. Providing certainty. Yes. No price ceiling. Okay. Well, that varies from state to state. So obviously that would need to be fixed up. Okay, cons can have high marketing costs, blah, blah, blah. Radio. Private treaty. So we're just going to go here through the article. It's going to give us what it gives us. But I think when it's finished is what's kind of interesting. So let's maybe cut to that bit. Okay, so here we are with the platforms and some valid concerns. Okay, and now you can see here is to provide the most up-to-date information on the specific online platforms mentioned, I will perform a search. And now you can see this thing here, searching market by pros and cons. So let's just have a look at what it's doing behind the scenes. So it's searching, it's clicking on links, it's thinking, reading. Pretty amazing. What a time to be alive. So you can see all the links that we're clicking on here, or that ChatGPT is clicking on here. Okay, so now it's going to amend its information based on what it's found. I imagine that what it's going to give me for the top few sections is probably going to be pretty similar to what it gave me before. But let's see what it does when it gets down to the section that talks about some of the hybrid methods. Okay, the other thing you can see here too is it's giving me references. So if I go and click on that footnote or that link, it would be, obviously it hasn't finished here, so I'm just going to click on continue generating. So again, it's got a few sources here. All right, so we're done here. I just wonder whether, because this is using Bing as a search engine, whether it can access Google reviews or not, or Facebook reviews. So I might just say, regarding the online platforms, could you please check out if there are any Facebook or Google reviews you should be aware of? Haven't quite thought through the implications of all of this yet, but you can see that there's probably quite a few things to consider when it comes to what ChatGPT can do by perhaps looking at anyone's Google reviews or Facebook reviews or any sort of review, really. Let's see what it's doing. A lot of scrolling and a lot of thinking, just like me on a normal day. So even though I've sped this video up, this is actually taking ChatGPT a significant amount of time and brain power, I think. I don't know. At the moment, I'm probably of the mind that it's going to fail, but I could be wrong. All right. Well, it's still thinking and still scrolling. So I think I'm probably going to see if I can quit out of it in some way. Nope. Okay, here we go. Click failed. Yeah, I thought something must have been. Okay, I apologize for the inconvenience, but it appears I'm unable to directly access Facebook pages to view reviews due to restrictions. The same is true for Google reviews as well. However, you can personally check reviews on these platforms by visiting the respective pages. Okay, so there's room for improvement there, but seriously, how interesting is that? And yeah, I mean, how long before people can compare agents? Much like, I mean, I just stumbled on this accidentally, but yeah, how long before people are comparing all of us really on ChatGPT or Bard or something like that? Actually, that's probably an experiment for another day, but probably you can do Google reviews on Bard because that runs on Google. Anyway, I hope you found this one interesting, and I'll be back tomorrow with another prompt.